3 days ago, this was the biggest headline in Philadelphia.
Breaking overnight after an argument on a city's Septa bus. Police say the victim was followed off the bus and then shot near the Burger King on Castor Avenue and Van Kirk Street.
2 days ago, this was the biggest headline in Philadelphia.
Breaking news here tonight. Chopper 6 over the scene now of a that unfolded this afternoon on board a Septa bus.
Yesterday, this was the biggest headline in Philadelphia.
Good evening. It's Wednesday night. We begin with breaking news here tonight. Another act of chaotic violence at a Septa bus stop. 8 teenagers shot late today, targeted as they waited to go home from school.
Pray for Philadelphia. What it look like, TV?
I am back! What it do, baby?
YouTube's own Varnell Hill.
Did ya miss me?
And we back with another episode, man. And today, we got a pretty somber episode, because what's going on in Philadelphia right now is pretty much unheard of. The city has always been a pretty, wild city, but over the past several days, the happenings that's been going on at these bus stops, they're extremely troubling. They're extremely troubling, and I'm pretty sure majority of the residents in the city are on edge. Because you got to look at it like this. Philadelphia is not a city filled with all criminals and all bad people. Right now, the situation that's going on in Philadelphia and the situation that's going on in a lot of these towns and a lot of these major cities it's a small pocket of people. Philadelphia is a city with about 1 million people in it. It's probably about a 5,000 to 10,000 people population that's ruining it for everybody. But let's get over to the news reports from 3 days ago. We're just going to walk through some of these scenes. We're not going to get in depth into it. We're just going to get an out-of-towners a little view of what's going on in Philly, and maybe we can discuss some things in the comment sections that could possibly help, because we got to start thinking outside the box, because these kids need us right now, because what's going on is pretty much unprecedented. But let's slide over to the video and let's see exactly what's going on.
After an argument on a city's Septa bus. Police say the victim was followed off the bus and then shot near the Burger King on Castor Avenue and Van Kirk Street. We're going to go over to Action News reporter Corey Davis, who's joining us live from police headquarters. And Corey, we're hearing that you've got some new information here.
Yeah, Tam, good morning. So SEPTA officials are telling me that SEPTA Transit Police say that they are now sharing surveillance video with detectives, part of the Philadelphia Police Department. SEPTA officials also tell us that they're learning that there was not a fight on the bus, but investigators are saying that witnesses told them there was an exchange of words of some kind.
I'm going to stop it right there. And that's one thing that pretty much shocks me about a lot of these incidents that I really don't understand. That makes them a little bit more mind-boggling for me. In this day and age, with all these cameras everywhere, everybody that's involved in one of these type situations, they always go to jail. You always get caught. You're caught on the bus camera, 5, 6 ring cameras, several business cameras. It's like you guys are speeding and crashing like you want to go to jail. It wasn't even that deep of a situation if they wasn't actually arguing on the bus just because they exchanged words. My man gets followed off the bus and a bad situation happens. We need better conflict resolution. Okay, so that was the incident from 3 nights ago. Now let's go to the incident from 2 nights ago. Let's follow the news story from 2 nights ago and see what exactly happened that caused an incident at a bus stop in Philadelphia.
It's Monday night. We begin with breaking news here tonight. Chopper 6 over the scene now of a that unfolded this afternoon on board a Septa bus. It happened just before 4 o'clock today. That bus coming to a stop right there at 16th and Limekiln in Ogontz. Just minutes ago, Philadelphia police gave us an update revealing that a 17-year-old is the apparent target in this, and 4 other people were shot. 2 more teens and 2 women, 50 and 70 years old. This, a live look at that scene right now. Those 2 women were sitting on the bus at the time. Action News reporter Katie Cacho live there where it all ended this afternoon. Katie, police say video shows 2 gunmen here.
That's exactly right, Brian. And where I'm standing is where police say around 15 to 20 people were waiting for that Septa bus when those shots were fired. I'm going to step out of the shot here so you can see what's behind me. As you can see, police have marked off multiple spots where they did find multiple shell casings. Now, there are multiple scenes to this shooting, and I do want to show you what another scene looks like here on the 6000 block of Limekiln Pike. You can see that Septa bus, and it has multiple through those windows.
That was a quick summary of the first two incidences. And if you realize, it's a little pattern that's going on. In the first situation, it was one person that happened to be deleted. In the second situation, it was one deletion and it was 4 people that was hurt. Now let's get into this third situation and see if the pattern continues in an upward spike, or is it just another situation, which is crazy to say when we're talking about incidences like this. But let's see exactly what the third situation is.
Good evening. It's Wednesday night. We begin with breaking news here tonight. Another act of violence at a Septa bus stop. 8 teenagers shot late today, targeted as they waited to go home from school. Police say this latest act of violence unfolded right here just before 3 o'clock at Cotman and Rising Sun Avenues at Burr Home. We're told 3 jumped out of a car, unleashing dozens of bullets into a crowd of kids. Tonight, city police, Septa police, and the mayor vowing a citywide crackdown to stem
Something has to be done.
We've got team coverage here tonight. Action News'
Something
John
has
Paul
to be
spoke with
done.
people who jumped into action after the Annie McCormick with more on
Philadelphia. Parents of teens that live in Philadelphia. If you are a parent, right now is not time to trust your child's word. When they are out the house next, you need to tear that room apart and make sure you don't find anything that you are not supposed to find. Because you could be saving your child's life. They could be the one that's next. It's a problem. It's a major problem. And you can't expect the police and everybody else to clean this up. The children are 100% at fault. But where are the parents at? Where are the parents at? These kids can't be walking around this crazy. And the people that know them and love them and the closest to them don't realize how crazy they are. So you're allowing them to go out into the community and wreak havoc in everybody else's lives. We have to do better, Philadelphia. This is unacceptable. What's going to happen is they're going to bring back mandatory minimums like they were in the 80s, and then everybody's going to be crying foul and the white man this, and they're trying to do this to us. You guys are asking for it, man. This is craziness. This is craziness. In the last 2 situations, if y'all was paying attention, and I'm not sure if I let it play long enough because I didn't really want to get into it like it was glamorization or something, but in the last 2 incidences, it was crowds of kids at a bus stop or crowds of people at the bus stop. At the third situation, it was more than 20 people at the bus stop. And they just pulled up and started trying to hit everybody. It was one child that was hit 9 times. Like, these kids ain't playing out here. And a major contributor and the major gasoline on all this fire is this drill music. I can't front. I was born and raised in Philly, in that area. When I left Philly in '93, that area where that happened, where this happened, this was a nice area. This was a nice area up here. This was the Northeast. This was a nice area. It might have been a fist fight or a scuffle, but for this to be happening there, we got to do better, y'all. We got to do better. It's a life out there that's a whole lot more relaxing, a whole lot more peaceful. And to the young people, You don't want to throw your life away before your life even gets started. All you doing is throwing your life away. But I done preached to y'all long enough, man. It just got underneath my skin. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this one in the comments section. Hit the like, subscribe, share button. And if you a parent and you in Philadelphia or one of these major cities, I hate to be the guy to be out here promoting invading your child's privacy. But if you got any inkling that some thugging is going on, you need to invade that privacy. You need to find out exactly what's going on. And you need to influence and steer your child in a different direction. Because if not, they are next. Because if you haven't realized by now, they're all next. They're all playing the deadly game of who's going to sit down next. But tell me how y'all feel about this one. I can't even give y'all a stone groove on this one. Check me on the next video.